This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Canady versus Goodwin. You all have known each other for 10 years, but you've been together as a couple for 4 years. You're living together, but this relationship is not going any further until you get some answers here today. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Tell us what's on the line here today.
Well, I believe that he is cheating and that he is taking complete advantage of our relationship. We have been together for 4 years today.
Oh,
and
today is your anniversary?
Today.
Wow.
And I am wanting to find out if he is cheating or not so we know where to go with this relationship.
So, Mr. Goodwin, this is not a great way to spend your 4-year anniversary standing here being accused of cheating. How are you feeling?
I'm just ready to prove my innocence, basically. Like, I love her. I want to be with her. She's a good mother to my kids, and she take care of them real good. She's real good to me. This is a woman I want to be with the rest of my life, so I just want to prove my innocence.
So this is all just a misunderstanding?
Yeah.
Miss Canady, what was it like in the beginning when you all first met?
Oh, it was great. I was head over heels when I found out I was pregnant with our son. I mean, it was probably the best day of my life. And it changed over the years. It's just not the same.
Okay, so what was he like in the beginning and what's he like now?
Well, he was more attentive to me. Our sex life was a lot better. And he was just a totally different man. When I say that, I mean like he wasn't hiding things, he wasn't doing sneaky things, and now he's doing all of that.
All right, well, those are the key signs, Mr. Cutler.
So when you say he's being sneaky, I mean, those are like warning signs that you started to see?
Yes.
What were those?
Well, he would say that he was going to get a beer, and he would be gone for several hours at a time.
And how far is the store from where you live? I mean, how long should he have been gone?
5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes from our house.
I was about to say, how many beers is he getting?
Exactly.
Okay.
Very friendly with female coworkers. Too friendly. Also, that he would just stay gone for long periods of time.
All right.
Mr. Goodwin, where are you going to get these beers? It should take you 5 or 10 minutes to the store. You coming back hours later.
I mean, it's just, I probably might just ride around a little bit, bend a couple
He's
corners, and I come home.
There's no way.
It's nothing really.
It's nothing really?
It's nothing.
You're not doing anything inappropriate?
No.
But here's the thing, Mr. Cutler. When those warning signs start popping up, women start figuring things out, like
So
what's
women's
going on.
intuition.
So when the warning signs popped up, what did you do?
Well, it all started one day when I picked him up from lunch on work.
Okay.
I seen a text come through his phone that said you could leave me a cigarette. And so but it was underneath a man's name. I said, you know, who is this? He was like, oh, it's just a male coworker.
Okay.
So I ended up blocking that number that day. The next day I went into the blocked inbox and it was messages that said, hey babe, good morning daddy. I guess we're not meeting up at the hotel this weekend. And I have those messages right here.
Ron, would you please get that?
All right, so these are messages you found in his phone.
Let me make sure I got this technology correct. You block the number, and the messages go to a blocked folder is what you're calling it.
Exactly.
And that way you can see what's going on with that number just directly.
Yes.
And these are some of the messages you've seen.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. So she says, I mean, you could have came back by to filling on this blank.
Right.
We know that it's
Her private,
her
yeah.
private parts. And so not only is she inviting him, but she's saying you've done it before.
Come back by.
Come back by and get some more of this.
All right, then she writes,
GM daddy, or good morning daddy. Hey babe, she writes again.
okay, so Mr. Goodwin, you got this woman talking about come back by feeling on my you know what, and hey babe, and good morning daddy, and
See, a friend of mine at work gave her my number, and like I'm not gonna lie, we was talking a little bit, but it was nothing more than that. But she was trying to make it more than that, and I kind of like backed off a little bit and just left it alone because.
Okay, but Mr. Goodwin, here's the problem. It's one thing to invite you to come feel it. It's another to say come back and feel it, which means you felt it before.
and not only did it feel it, it felt good.
Yeah,
because he wants to come back and do it again.
So have you gone by and felt it?
See, it.
That's a yes.
Let me.
You,
I mean, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing major like that. It was just.
You just being over friendly. Because she says you're a little too friendly at work. That's you being a little extra friendly.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Right now, looking at this, if your forehead had a billboard on it, it would just say cheater.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So it seems like work seems to be a place where he is doing things beside working.
Exactly.
Or he's overworking work.
Right.
Either way. Is there anyone in particular you're concerned about?
Well, there's an old friend, coworker, that he came home one day from work telling me that he ran into somebody that he hadn't seen in years and that they were working together. The next day, I went to pick him up from work, and he asked me to give the girl a ride home.
Okay, so this is a friend from the past who's now working with him again.
Yes.
All right.
And when she got into the vehicle with us, she was very awkward. She wouldn't really speak to me, and she was just mainly talking to Antonio.
So she using your gas and not talking to you?
Exactly.
Well, but she didn't know her. I mean, she knew him. Think about it. Think about it.
I mean,
It's an old friend of his. She doesn't know her, never met her, so obviously more of her conversation is gonna be with him. That makes sense.
No. Because if you are a woman that knows that person's boyfriend, husband, lover, whatever, you're not gonna be acting funny like, yeah. Anywho,
She didn't say that. She didn't say that. She just said she talked more to him, and that conversation is going to be about, hey, how you doing? Have you seen so-and-so? Remember the guy we used to hang? I mean, it's all going to be about reminiscing. There's going to be more conversation with him than her.
Well, Mr. Cutler, let me just, this is woman's intuition.
No, I don't have
Wait. Get it
we
from
falling back on that?
Falling back on it.
That's
a thing, man. You know it's a thing.
When you can't explain something.
No.
When you can't explain
Let
something.
me show you. Miss Canady?
yes.
Was it like I described, or is it just she was just talking to him and not to you?
No, it's as you described. It's just, I think that
Boom.
respect, she should have.
No,
She was disrespectful. She was not respectful.
Okay, all right, watch
Exactly.
this. Mr. Goodwin,
Oh, boy.
was this woman, was she completely ignoring her, or was she just talking more to you because you all had more in common and she's an old friend?
I worked with her, and I met her at work, so we was just conversating.
Friendly.
So what you're saying is I'm right.
Yeah, you right.
Boom!
Telling you.
Yes.
Mr. Goodwin, I know you're not saying I'm wrong, though.
He didn't say you were wrong. He just said I was right.
Uh-huh. So have you found out anything else about this coworker?
Well, then, like the next day, I found messages between the two in his phone. She started calling his phone, so I answered the phone. And I asked her, I said, hey, what's going on with you and Antonio? Like, are you guys, like, more than friends? Is there, like, are you guys sleeping together or what's going on? She told me that he's been pursuing her and was telling me what color my bed sheets were.
Was she right?
She was, yes, and she was implying that they had had sex in my bed, slept together, while I was 6 months pregnant with our child.
I mean, that's like a red,
A big red flag. Yes.
That this is happening.
Yes.
But Mr. Goodwin, why would this coworker say this to your girlfriend?
No, that's not the right question.
What you mean it's not the right
The
question?
right question
it's the question I asked.
No. The right question is, how she know what your bedroom looks like? That's the question.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it was just,
He had a lot to say then, but nothing to say now.
what?
Why would she do this? Why would this coworker do
I
this?
think she was just mad because I really wasn't paying her no attention. I wasn't trying to talk to her no more. It was just, I'm not no more, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes, you are.
Okay, she wanted something
Yes.
more.
She wanted something more.
She
and I
saw you
wasn't
were
getting
happy in
that
this
to her.
relationship.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
she was trying to put her little 2 cents in to get in there, and it really wasn't happening.
And she was just trying to hate.
Yeah, basically, at the end of the day.
Haters gonna hate. Right?
Haters gonna hate. Is that what you said?
Haters gonna hate.
So you don't see the sign brighter that you talked about?
It's bright, but I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Innocent until proven guilty.
All right. Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Right?
Okay, so based on that, what other proof do you have, Miss Canady?
Well, earlier this year, he was out all night. What happened was he said he was going to drop a family member off at 11 o'clock at night. And I woke up, it was 8 o'clock, and he was not home.
8 o'clock the next morning?
Yes, ma'am. So I kept calling his phone. It was going to voicemail, like he had it turned off.
Okay.
So he finally comes in the house at 10 o'clock in the morning and tried to tell me his phone was dead. And then when I checked the phone, I also seen messages from a female named Melissa.
Okay.
And the messages say, come to the club.
Oh.
And you submitted that message to the court, is that correct?
I did.
Okay, let's take a look at that. So at 12:49 a.m., Melissa Ecker writes, going to the club, come there. And that was the same night he's out all night.
Yes, Your Honor.
So now you think something happened with this woman or
yes.
somebody else.
I went to her Facebook page and I seen pictures of his old coworker and Melissa. So I believe that it was all a cover up and that was his old coworker friend that sent that message for them to meet up at the club.
So,
Okay.
So she had a went around.
Yes.
That's pretty elaborate.
That is elaborate.
All right.
Elaborate as all. Yeah.
Mr. Goodwin, you got these women going through hoops and everything else trying to get to you.
I don't, Your Honor. I seen him. We was at the place. I seen him. It was high and by. I didn't even see the other. I seen one person there, just her right there. And I said hi, bye, and that was about it.
I just don't think it's just a coincidence that this message was sent on the same night that he was gone until 10 o'clock in the morning, and that
It was really sent.
But it's just not a coincidence. There's just no way.
There's just no way that this happened.
No.
Well, you know, we get these stories. We get your story. We get your story. But today we gonna get Melissa's story. Melissa Ecker is here. Ron, would you bring her in?
Would you state your name, please, for the record?
Melissa Ecker.
And Ms. Ecker, what is the nature of your relationship with Mr. Goodwin?
Well, I've known him for about 20 years. My old friend, his old coworker, me and her were also friends for about 20, 25 years.
Okay, all right. Did you send this message that we have right here that was submitted to the court that says, going to the club, come there?
No, she would use my phone to contact him.
All right, so did you see him at the club that night?
Yes.
Okay.
We went to it's a private club, so you have to either know somebody or be invited in. And at the end of the night, you know, we all ended back at the same place, and they were in her room.
What?
So is it your testimony here today that Mr. Goodwin was cheating with this old friend?
Wow.
Yes.
Because they were back at your place.
Yeah.
And they went to a room together.
And I'm assuming 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, what would you do?
Did you see Mr. Goodwin the next morning?
I seen him leave out the door.
And about what time was that?
8, 9 o'clock maybe.
Exactly, and he came home at 10.
Did your
Makes
friend
perfect
tell?
sense.
Yeah, well, it matches up. Did your friend tell you anything afterwards?
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, she said
What
had a
is-
really good night.
And Mr. Goodwin, I'm standing there, I'm watching your body language. Have you been cheating on Miss Canady?
I made a mistake.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, tell her what happened.
We was at the club, we was drinking and whatever, kicking and having fun, and we ended up back at her place.
That's just so nasty. I just don't understand, like, how could you do that?
How many times has she been to your place, the house you share with Miss Canady? Because this woman has told her about your sheets in your house.
That was like, that was like one time, just once.
Oh, so now we up to 2.
So one time at the house and one time at the club.
And that's it.
And that's it.
I don't believe you.
I don't.
I do not believe
No.
you at all.
Well, I know you don't believe him. That sign is flashing very bright on his head now. The question is, what do you want to do with your relationship?
I really don't know. I want a fresh start in my life, like without him a part of it, because he has done this for so long and so many years. It's like, it's never gonna change. He doesn't really love me.
You have taken back your strength. Tell him what that means to you.
It means everything to me. I finally feel free, that I know the truth, that you've been a cheater for all of these years. Like, I believe that everything that I thought you've done it.
No,
And
I honestly haven't done like as much as you think I did a lot of stuff, and I really haven't did like a lot of stuff.
But Mr. Goodwin,
Excuses.
you've done enough. And here's the thing.
Yeah, I admit it, I've done enough, but I mean, we not all innocent here. Y'all acting like I'm just the big bad wolf, and it's just not all me.
You all have known each other for a long time. You're married. This is a second marriage for both of you. Not only that, this is your second marriage to each other. And if that wasn't complicated enough, we have a celebrity marriage because, Ms. Bryant, we know you as Momma Dee. But this marriage is in trouble. Am I right, Mr. Bryant?
Yes, sir.
Right, you've initiated this case. Tell us why.
Sir, don't get me wrong, I love my wife. But my relationship with my wife, my marriage relationship is very toxic. I feel that I don't get enough respect in the household. Just this year alone, I've been put out 3 times.
Wow.
I wanna make it work because I really love my wife. It's not working.
It's a cycle of down, sounds like.
Right.
And Momma Dee, I'm sitting here watching you rolling your eyes, you shaking your head. He described it as toxic. Is that how you would describe your relationship?
Yes, when it comes down, but when he says that I put him out, it's because of his verbal abuse. I'm not gonna be your MF and your B, because a man's supposed to respect his wife like you respect your mother and your sister. So, I'm not gonna tolerate it. I will not. I don't have to put up with that. And yes, he's right. I have put him out because I can't put up with that. I deserve better. I love my husband very, very much. I mean, I would fight in the street over my husband, but I'm not gonna tolerate him doing this.
And Mr. Bryant, is
Yes.
this true? Do you get hot enough to call her out of her name?
Well, I do.
Yes, I know.
I get hot.
And all this fighting, I noticed from the court papers, it sounds like all this fighting really comes from the 3 most common problems we see in relationships: finances, communication, and infidelity. What's going on with the finances in your relationship?
When I first met Dee, I mean, it was good. I worked, I come home. Well, actually, I was a hustler. I was a hustler. I come home. I come home with the bread. I mean, the funds was available. When I say I leave, then it was like, oh, don't go, and hold me by the leg and, make me feel like I was wanted. I say I leave now, it's dolop, you know what I mean? Because of her newfound fame,
So have things changed since she became Momma Dee?
Yeah, it has a lot.
How's it changed?
She more independent. She don't need a man, actually.
So she's making Momma Dee, you making your own money.
Right.
And it's bothering you.
Well, actually,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
her attitude is bothering me because I can't keep up with her way of living. I'm a blue collar worker. I work warehouse and I work delivery or stuff of that nature.
So does she kind of hold it?
I pay majority of the bills. That's why it's a problem. And what he don't understand, when you make your money and you chasing these jobs like you just admitted, you want to bank his money and want me to pay majority of the bills. And I'm buying all the groceries. You know what I'm saying?
But Momma Dee, let me ask you this. For a man, when his significant other, his wife, makes more money than he does.
But he make...
Hold on. That's generally okay. I think where a lot of the problems come in is where the woman starts to hold it over his head. Where it's like, I'm paying the bills, I get to call the shots. I'm paying the bills, so you do what I say. I'm paying the bills, so this is what we're doing, and we're going to do it my way. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, but what you're not going to do, because you don't have friends, is tell me about my friends that come over. I'm working too hard, because I go through a lot, and people don't know the flip side of fame.
But Momma Dee, okay.
Take the pants off me. You can run the house, you can run my life, but you gotta boss up.
No.
Yes,
Okay,
you do.
so wait. I want to be clear about this financial thing. You're saying, look, I don't mind contributing, but what you're not doing is you not contributing. You are using all my money up and banking yours.
Yes.
And you're saying you need to step up.
Yes.
And if you're not gonna step up, then you can't say, then shut up.
Yes.
Is what I'm hearing.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so this is a little different than the usual story, Mr. Cutler. The usual story is you running the show, you got all the money, and you're emasculating me. What she's saying is just the opposite. I am making money, but I still need your contribution too. And you're trying to work me to death.
Yes.
And then want to put your lips on what I'm doing when you're not doing your part. Am I right?
Exactly. Thank you.
That's what's going on.
No.
So, Mr. Bryant, let me ask you this. Do you feel emasculated because of her fame and the money she's making?
Listen, I have nothing to say in that household. I have no say-so whatsoever. And by her saying I pay my share. I don't make a lot of money. So what I make in a week, she makes in like one walkthrough. And it takes me a week worth of hustling and buffing and sweating in the sun. You understand? I try. I'm not that person that I used to be. I'm a hell of a lot better than I used to be. And I come to the table with something. You understand me? And that's just let her know that I'm trying to play a part in a marriage that I want and I want to keep.
All right, so we got a big disconnect there because he feels he's pulling his weight and she feels he's not.
And which leads us right to the second of our trifecta, communication.
Mr. Bryant, how would you describe the communication between you two?
Nail.
No,
it's not at all. I mean, listen, I hardly get a chance to talk with Dee because it's either her way or no way. Because I'm not bringing enough to the table for her to listen. And you can hear how she sounds. She's like, you know what I'm saying? Not
so this whole communication piece to you comes back again to the finances because you don't bring the finances that she brings. The communication is off because you feel you don't have a say.
Right. Respect goes a long way.
Yeah, but
it's not about
I think you're
finances.
jealous. I think he's jealous of me.
I'm not jealous of her.
I think he feels
it's
like
not about finances.
Hold on.
It's not about finances. I literally jeopardized my life. You know, I'm hypertension, and I can't be taking those sex pills. I stopped taking my medication and started taking those pills so I can satisfy her.
Wow. Okay.
You mean to tell me that I don't deserve enough respect that I would jeopardize my life just to please you?
I gotta tell you, Mr. Cutler, this is one for the record books.
Well, it sounds like they love each other. You listen to him, you listen to her. It sounds like they love each other.
Clearly. The third part of that trifecta is you believe Momma Dee is cheating. Tell me why you believe Momma Dee is cheating.
Well, I come home sometime and I'm tired, and you know, like she have company over.
Going through what I go through.
You know, I've witnessed a couple of incidents where you know she get the touchy with the men. She want to run around and play. See, my wife is a class clown. She always want to entertain, but she don't never like to be entertained. And I be telling her all the time, look, I said you done already provided the place. Let them entertain you. Why you got to be the?
So what is she doing with these men?
She grabbing that they crouch. Oh, she love that.
I have done that one time.
No, you have done that several times.
He was gay.
No, he wasn't. You done my friend.
I did your friend.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
All right, Mr. Bryant, you said you saw it with your own eyes.
My own eyes, her grabbed my friend crotch, and they was like, "This here, go ahead on, Momma Dee." And I'm like, what are you doing?
The world.
But you have no memory of this.
No.
What other reasons do you believe that she's cheating?
Well, and it's not just with men now. It's with women.
Oh.
Listen, for one, I had to ask her. I said, man, I had to really ask her where she gay.
What?
One day I come out her friend, what happened was that I was asleep, and she was in there drunk, and the girl kept coming. She kept coming and say, Ernest, could you let us out? Ernest, I was like, what did? So I jumped up mad, and I go out there, and a girl got her arm around her waist with her hand on her butt like this here.
That's not true.
Okay,
That's true, D.
That's not true.
Was Momma Dee hugging the woman, or was the woman hugging Momma Dee?
Was hugging my wife. It was her company. She was entertaining. I was in the bed asleep. Her company came in the room, woke me up out of daze, and told me to come and lock the door because she was in there drunk.
So, Mr. Bryant, let me make sure we got
Was
this.
I asleep?
No, you
believe Momma Dee is cheating with men and women?
And women.
Oh.
Momma
And
Dee?
women. Because I wouldn't let, if I swear to God, if a man had me with his hand around me like that, she would have sworn
But ask
that
him a good
I was sleeping
ask
with her.
Ask him, was I asleep?
Okay.
Ms. Bryant,
Drunk sleep.
So you're not denying it happened.
I'm
You're
denying
just
it
saying
happened. I'm
you
just
don't
saying.
remember it, and if it did happen, you were
Sleep.
asleep.
Ask him, was I awake?
You were dead awake, D. You
No,
was
I
drunk.
was not.
You was drunk, but you was awoke.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
No, I
was.
wasn't.
D. I was
Okay.
asking you, I said, well, why you ain't open the door letting them out?
Wait.
Okay. Have you cheated on your husband?
No.
Have you cheated on your husband with men?
No.
Have you cheated on your husband with women?
No.
So that is not your thing.
Baby, I'm strictly him.
Here's the thing. Do you all want to be together?
Yes.
Do
I
you?
love her. I love her. She's a very beautiful person. It's just that I just don't like what she become.
What I've become, I've grown. I've grown.
I love her.
And
I
he
just
has
don't
to-
like what she become. I mean,
grown.
it's much love for her success and all that stuff, but I would rather have my old
The one
D
that was
back.
on welfare and food stamps. But I've grown. And when life puts you on a platform, you got to move with the clouds. You got to move with it. You can't stay stuck and scared because I feel like he's fearful of success. And when the opportunity, I'm that grabber. And when I see it, ain't nothing standing between me and success but win. And I'm gonna climb that mountain. I'm gonna make sure I do, but I need him to climb it with me.
All right, so we got 3 issues we're dealing with today. We've got finances, we've got communication, and infidelity. I think we need to address this infidelity issue first, and we can deal with the other 2 issues, and I'll talk to you about how we're gonna do that. But we've got to address this infidelity issue first. You believe she's cheating, you deny that you're cheating, correct?
Yes, correct.
This court has done a full and a complete investigation. At this time, the court will call forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is Momma Dee cheating? Ron, please report Mr. Wolf.
How are you, Mr. Wolf?
I'm well, Your Honor, thank you.
Good.
Now, Mr. Wolf, would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Yes, Your Honor, I've been in law enforcement for more than 23 years, primarily as a special victims detective. I've also been a forensic voice analyst for more than 12 years, and I've conducted hundreds and hundreds of exams.
Right. Explain, please, how forensic voice analysis works.
Sure. When you speak, you have AM and FM frequencies in your voice like on a radio, and when you tell a lie, the FM frequency goes away. Forensic voice analysis works by measuring those frequencies. I can then look at a chart and I can determine where someone's being deceptive.
So, you asked Momma Dee a series of questions.
I did, Your Honor.
Let's take a look at the first question.
Since remarrying in 2015, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your husband?
No.
Okay.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
Let's take a look at the next question you asked.
Since remarrying in 2015, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than your husband?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that she was also being truthful, Your Honor.
So we have the answers to the issue of infidelity. Mr. Bryant, Momma Dee has been faithful. She has been faithful. There is no other man. When she said it's you all day, that's true.
Ernest, I love you. I always love you. You're my life.
I love you too, from the bottom of my heart. I love you more than words can explain.
You gotta go over there and hug on her.
There's nobody else but you, and you the only man she's grabbing on.
Yeah, that's.
What do you want to say to your wife?
I love you. I mean, I love you. I mean, I have trust issues, but I know that from hearing this here, that you haven't been doing what I suspect you're doing. And she.
I told you.
Thanks.
But, Momma Dee, what do you want to say to Mr. Bryant?
If you're ready through some more counseling, I'm ready to make the next step and getting back in the house, and we working on our marriage, because I can't work on our marriage if you're there in the house with other people in the family.
Momma Dee, you make an excellent point. Counseling is important, and you do need counseling. That's why we've set it up with Dr. Jeff Gardier for you all to talk to him and go through the counseling, so that now that we've got this infidelity piece out of the way, you can work on the finances, you can work on the communication, and move forward for a stronger, happier, more loving marriage.
Oh, thank you.